Imagine a boy so small, doctors doubted he'd ever grow to a normal height. A kid whose family couldn't afford basic medical treatment, let alone elite coaching. Today, that same boy is the most decorated football player in history. Growing up in working-class Rosario, Argentina, Lionel Messi didn't have much. His father worked in a steel factory, his mother in a workshop. But by age 4, his talent was undeniable. The ball seemed permanently glued to his feet as he moved. He regularly played against older, bigger children, weaving through them with ease. But there was a stark physical reality. He was significantly smaller than every other child on the pitch. From his very first touches of the ball, Messi possessed a rare, innate skill. Yet it was constantly threatened by a physical limitation he could not control. At 10 years old, the reason for his size was confirmed as growth hormone deficiency. Without daily injections, his body would simply stop developing. This chart illustrates their financial hurdle. Standard working-class wages in Rosario were modest, but his hormone injections cost nearly $1,000 every month. His local club assisted initially, but eventually that support disappeared, leaving the family to face the costs alone. A world-class talent was on the verge of disappearing from the sport entirely because his family could no longer afford his medicine. Across the Atlantic, a sporting director for FC Barcelona saw a tape of the young Argentine. He immediately recognized a once-in-a-generation prospect. This is the actual document that changed his life. Fearful of losing him to another team, Barcelona's director drafted a makeshift contract on a paper napkin, promising that the club would pay for every medical treatment Messi required. This required a massive sacrifice. At 13, Messi left his home, his friends, and his extended family in Argentina to move to Spain and live in a culture he didn't know. The isolation was severe. While other academy players socialized, Messi focused on the pitch. He endured the pain of nightly hormone injections and trained long after his teammates had gone to sleep. His first victory wasn't a trophy. It was his ability to endure profound loneliness just to give his physical body a chance to compete. By 2004, he reached the senior team. Over the next decade, he dominated this pitch, shattering all-time scoring records and winning 10 league titles as Barcelona's most decorated player. Yet his legacy remained incomplete in his home country, where fans demanded he deliver a major international trophy for Argentina. The international stage brought a devastating sequence of near misses. He suffered a defeat in the 2014 World Cup final, followed by consecutive losses in the 2015 and 2016 Copa America finals. The criticism from his home country grew so fierce that it pushed him to a breaking point. In a moment of total exhaustion, he announced his retirement from international football. He had every individual award and club trophy a player could win, but the relentless expectation of an entire nation had finally cracked his resolve. The retirement didn't last. He chose to return, embracing a new role in a younger squad and trusting a rebuilding process that offered no guarantees. The persistence finally paid off in 2021. Argentina won the Copa America, ending a 28-year drought and lifting a massive psychological burden off Messi's shoulders. That momentum led to the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. In a tense final against France, Messi played through the highest stakes of his career, with the hopes of millions of Argentines resting on his performance. After extra time and a penalty shootout, the victory was secured. The boy who was once told he might never grow enough to play professional football lifted the most coveted prize in all of sports. Millions flooded the streets of Buenos Aires that night. It was a staggering contrast to the quiet, working-class neighborhood in Rosario where his journey began. These celebrations are the visible result of decades of quiet endurance, from the nightly medical injections to the years of solitary training and the national scrutiny that followed. Messi's story is a reminder that greatness is built one step at a time, through a simple, relentless refusal to quit when faced with the impossible.